Hey everyone, this is Corey. Before the podcast begins, I just want to let everyone know that the microphone I was using was having some audio issues and I wasn't aware until we finished editing. So you're going to hear some robotic voice sounds from my microphone. So I apologize for that, and hopefully it won't hinder your enjoyment of the episode. All right. And with that, let's get to the episode. Welcome to the Inglorious Blasters podcast, a Star Wars Legion podcast talking anything and everything glorious or inglorious about the game. My name is Corey, and with me today are two flea-bitten furballs I call friends, John and Brendan. How's it going, my dudes?
It's going good.
I don't think I'm flea-bitten.
But you
I don't know. Have you checked,
furball.
though?
Yeah, I'll accept furball.
Okay, so I got half of it right. I'll take it. So today on the podcast, we're gonna go over some upcoming tournament hype. Then we got our whole Adepticon experience. Brendan and I went, so we're gonna go over that really quick. And then we also got some brand new spoilers and reveals from Adepticon as well. Stick around; should be a fun one. So I'd like to give a quick shout out to our sponsor, Baron of Dice. They're the sponsor of Inglorious Blasters. He has a lot of cool dice products that you gotta check out, right? So for Star Wars Legion, he's got the Faraway Galaxy collection. It's a collection of like a bunch of clear dice in all the attack and defense colors that you would want. It's great customization for your army as well, because it's got the faction symbol on the surge where the surge symbol would be. So it says, so for the Rebel one, it would show like the Rebel logo and it'll say Surge on it. The crit symbol is pretty sweet because it also says crit on it. Like all the dice look pretty sweet. If you're also into other games, he's also got a bunch of D6s. So for example, while I was at Adepticon, I picked up a set of free folk dice for A Song of Ice and Fire. It's got like a sweet like mammoth on it. So I'm pretty excited to use those in my games. Yeah, check out Baron of Dice. That is baronofdice.com. Use our code at checkout. The code is glorious, and you should get a nice little discount for yourself.
Yeah, the dice look beautiful. I was checking out the dice at Adepticon, and man, his booth was just swamped with people the entire time at Adepticon because his dice are just so nice looking.
Yeah, check it out. So, Brandon, what tournament is coming up that everyone should be excited about? I mean, there's a couple, but there's one that I'm very excited about.
There's one I'm very excited about, too, and that would be the Atlantic City Open in June 17th and the 18th, because I'm running it. So show up. You know, it's going to be great. We're currently set to max out at 64 players, but if we get enough interest, we might go more, which would be great. It's guaranteed right now at 6 rounds of Legion, and we've got a lot of prize support in the works right now, including Baron of Dice, Darkfire Designs, and we've got also support from the Legion Tournament Circuit and Luminous Gaming now.
Nice.
Oh yeah, should be a spicy one.
Yep.
I just got my ticket, so I'm pretty excited.
Yep.
It is on.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Adding to the fun this year, I am having a bounty board, so that will make it more fun. And I can't confirm it yet, but I'm hopeful to be able to confirm soon that ACO will be a regional qualifier for next year's Worlds. I'm hoping that's the case. It seems like we would meet those requirements given the size of the event. So I'm just waiting to figure out more when we find out more closer to May 4th.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Can't wait.
Fingers crossed. And if it is, would it get 4 invites? I feel like I remember hearing something out of Adepticon that there's potentially 1 invite for every 16 players. So if you had 64 players, would we get 4 invites, hypothetically?
That's what I took away from that panel, that a regional event would have 4 invites. So that's what I'm hoping. Again, we only have bits and pieces of information right now. I'm hoping we know more by May 4th, since they're sharing more information then.
Nice. I will
Stay
be
tuned.
there either way. Stay tuned. As I said on Discord, I know the guy who's running it, so I'll be there either way.
I know him pretty well.
You are required to show up. Awesome. Then we got the Crucible down in Florida coming up. Is that near September, I think?
End of September, I believe.
Forget.
That is correct. End of September. I believe it bleeds into early October. I'm trying to check my calendar now.
Here on Inglorious Blasters, we prepare. Trust me.
Don't lie to the listeners.
That's a...
That is correct. It is the end of October, and that we lie to the listeners.
Wait. End of October or?
No, I'm sorry. No, it's end of September into the first week of October. I believe it is the 29th, 30th, and 1st. A Friday and Saturday heat with top cut to Sunday.
Sweet. That's so the heat cut is just so everyone can go hang out at Disneyland, right? Because it's right in, I believe the hotel's right near the Universal Studios. So like Disney is only like a hop skitching away. Go to Star Wars Land. It's a lot of fun.
Galaxy's Edge, here we come.
I wish I could go.
I wish I can go too. John will represent for us.
I will go and represent on your behalf.
Perfect. So we got another tournament coming up, Ironweld, and I forget who has the info for that.
Yeah, that's in Boston on May 27th and May 28th. It's 32-player tournament, 5 rounds Swiss, 3 Saturday, 2 Sunday. And for more information, you can go to wickeddicey.com.
Nice. Perfect. Okay, let's go over some of our Adepticon experience, shall we? Brendan went to the LCQ, and then I qualified for Worlds. Go ahead, Brendan.
Yeah,
how'd you do?
I went to the LCQ. I ended up taking an Imperial Remnant list. I won't go into the full details of the list, but it was Gideon Darksaber, 1 Dark Trooper fully kitted out, and a hodgepodge of special forces and core with heavy weapons on the wrong units, basically. I ended up playing nothing but Empire, surprisingly. It's only like over 50% of the field was Empire. So, my first game, I played against a Callus Double Bounty, and I won that game. It was a lot of fun. Second game, I played against the classic Blizzard Force, and I beat the Blizzard Force, which was great.
Classic meaning like with Vader.
With Vader, yeah.
OP Vader, I think.
OP Vader. And the 4 bikes and all that jazz. And then my last game, I played Blizzard Force again. Basically the same thing, except one of the snows had a flamer in it. And I unfortunately lost that game. It was very close. I had one great play at the beginning of the game, sacrificing one of my Death Troopers to kill the Imperial officer before Overwhelming Barrage went off. So that was a huge consolation prize win for me. And I made a really dumb mistake on turn 6 with going with a unit, not going with the right unit to start the turn, which ended up costing me the game. I might still have lost had I gone with that unit, but it would have increased my chances of victory had I gone with that unit. So I learned, but I still had a load of fun, 2-1, and played some great opponents. Had a blast. However,
nice.
Corey and I then Thursday night, because I played in the LCQ, we decided to stay up late and do something else before the next day of gaming. This is all on Corey. So, Corey, share details.
Sure. So Evan Bolris from 5th Trooper, he was like, hey, I'm hosting a trivia night. Do you want to please, I need I need some familiar faces out in the crowd. And I was like, sure, we've got nothing else to do. It sounds fun. So Brendan and I, just go, and we're like, let's have some fun. So there was like about 18 teams that showed up, and then it's just like the two of us that went there.
Yeah, so teams, I think, were ranging from us being the smallest at 2 people to, I think, one of the larger teams was 7 or 8 people. So
yeah, pretty wide range, right? But it was a lot of fun, and there was a lot of questions that like no one should know, like at all. I mean, maybe Brendan can remember some of them, but basically Brendan's a monster at trivia, it turns out, specifically Star Wars trivia. Out of 80 possible points to earn, Brendan earns... Brendan, I say Brendan because I'm just tagging along on this. He earned 77 points out of the 80, so that was pretty crazy.
That is awesome. Did you guys win?
Yeah. So I know this is an audio podcast, but I'm going to show John on the webcam right here. So we got some gold.
Nice.
Yeah.
Gold medals. Champions, Star Wars trivia.
You're telling me I just would have had to shown up and sit there and be a part of the team and I would get a sweet medallion like that?
Pretty much.
That's basically what I did.
Were there any
I knew 5 of the questions, but then that's it. It was all Brendan after that.
Darth Vader's lightsaber is blank.
No.
Red.
That was not
surprisingly no.
They were probably much more difficult, I would imagine.
They got more difficult as the night went on. So they were good questions though.
Yeah, oh man. So I'll just throw one out there because this is one of my favorites. Like during the play that they watch in Revenge of the Sith, the movie 3, what's like the name of the play that they're watching?
Yeah, that Palpatine and Anakin are watching during the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise monologue.
Right.
And John,
I'll give you 3 seconds.
For the record, this is a
I
question
literally
I
just
did
blacked
not know
out.
the
I don't know what
answer
you're
to.
talking.
Right. Brendan did not know this one because no one should know this. It was Swan Lake.
No, Squid Lake.
Squid Lake, sure.
Squid
there
Lake.
you go.
So-
See, I already forgot.
Did you guys get 77 of 80 right? Like each correct answer was 1 point?
No. So there were 2 rounds. Each round was 8 questions, and you could bid up to 8 points on a question. And once you've done 8, you have the next highest you can do is 7. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 for one round, and then a second round. There was a middle round essentially where it was a 4-part question with each part being worth 2 points, I believe. And then there was a final question which absolutely no team got. So
it was so difficult.
And that counted beyond the 80 points, possible 80 points, because that was betting your points. So if you got anything wrong, you lost that many points.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, that was
Man,
something
now-
that
It was
nobody should know that answer.
Yeah, nobody.
If the FOMO wasn't bad enough, now I don't get one of those awesome Adepticon medals. This is ridiculous. Then you flash them in my face.
Yeah,
It's all right.
it was very surprising. I did not think we would earn a medal for just like a trivia night.
No.
I forget if this was like a ticketed event, but either way, I was like, "What? We get a medal for this? This is great!"
I don't know.
And then on top of that,
it was just you had to pay when you showed up, and it was
right,
very inexpensive.
So that on top of that, the top 2 teams earned like a bunch of Star Wars game products. So, for example, the second place team got a bunch of Legion product, and then Brendan and I earned like 4 big ass boxes of X-wing stuff. So
yeah,
we walked away with like a bunch of swag.
We walked away with like $200 worth of X-wing product and also 2 copies of Jabba's Palace.
That is awesome.
Card game.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
and these
definitely want to do it again next
medals.
year. Yeah,
Corey, you had on our Discord, you posted up a picture of a best painted army medal that looked very similar. Not for Legion, right? It was for Dead Zone?
Correct. Yeah, not for Legion. Yep, it was for Dead Zone. So, I mean, I'll go into my day experience, but basically, spoiler: I did not make it to day 2 of Star Wars Legion, so I smartly planned games and stuff to do for the following days, right? So for Saturday and Sunday, because it was a tough crowd out there. So I was like, all right, I like the game Dead Zone. It's a lot of fun. It's like the best sci-fi skirmish game ever. I will die on this hill. You can at me. Exactly. So then I brought basically my painted space rats, like what are they called in 40K? They're basically space Skaven.
Skaven. Yep.
Yeah. So like they're equipped with like chem launchers and like other cool gas masks and stuff like that. So then like out of like the 20 people, I earned best painted. So that was awesome. I earned another Adepticon medal for that. So that was a very fun Saturday for me.
Those things
so
are
now
pretty
I have two medals. When I put both of them on me, like my neck became
style.
very heavy. Yeah,
you walk with the hunch because they're weighing you down.
Hey, look,
they're weighing me down.
You put one of these things on, and the rest of the convention people are walking up, going to you, going, "What did you win? How did you get that?" So
yeah.
It's a lot of fun to just walk around and show off your bling.
Yeah, like I've been wanting one of these medals, and I'm surprised I even got one, to be honest. So I'm pretty happy about that.
Yeah, very
cool. My coattails for one.
I know. I could have.
You know what?
There.
And I'll gladly do it again.
Well, now I know. I could have just been sitting there drinking a beer, going, "Good job, Brendan."
Yeah. Now we'll hold interviews.
Yep.
We'll hold interviews for next year, so somebody can fill in the gaps for what little I don't know. So.
Oh right. we gotta weed out the bad trivia people, and then Brendan's gonna ask the questions to them. Oh god, that's amazing. So please send us an email at swlingloriousblasters@gmail.com if you want to join our Star Wars trivia team. I'm sure it's coming up real soon. We gotta start preparing now, boys.
Yeah, I've been preparing my whole life, so I'm good. So
yeah, Brendan's a machine. Like it would take me, let's say, like 15 seconds to like know the answer. Brendan knows it within like a heartbeat.
Yeah, basically the couple questions Corey knew the answer to, he already saw me having it half written out by the time it came to him.
Yeah.
So.
Brendan is not a man; he is a machine.
Yeah. And I don't know if you guys have listened to the most recent 5th Trooper episode that Evan put out, but he also talks about the trivia and him recounting just me walking up and handing the answers in every time. It's so funny.
Yeah, we were. Oh man, that was funny. I was like, I hope John doesn't listen to Evan's show, because then like he would have spoiled it.
Yep.
If I can play many types of games, card games, board games, miniatures games. There's one type of game I am horrendous at, and that is trivia games. Hands down, terrible.
Hey, I'm right there with you. I'm real awful at it.
You guys are weak.
The only one I'm good at is wits and wagers.
You guys got to up your game.
Yeah, probably. But why bother when I'm on Team Brendan? So.
I was going to say,
that's basically the name for next year.
Basically, you don't have to be the best guy at trivia. You just have to know and befriend the best guy at trivia is the best way to win trivia.
Oh, yeah, for sure. We're just going to show up and have a good time and just drink a couple beers.
Yeah, I'm just happy we got first because it validated all of my years of forgetting other information.
All Brendan knows is Star Wars trivia and breathing. Got it.
And reading.
All right, and reading.
That's not far off.
Nice. Alrighty, so I'll go into my day one of Star Wars Legion games. So I was running Blizzard Force. It's the normal Blizzard Force everyone's used to, the one with OP Vader. The only real change I did was I had one HH-12 in an HRU because I was anticipating lots of Dark Troopers, right? I think everyone was. This is basically the two boogeymen of the event was Blizzard Force and Dark Troopers. So there you go. Game one was against another Blizzard Force. However, this one was an 11-act Veers version, so he had beefier core, and he had like a bunch of flamers and a bunch of scary snows on the board. So, long story short on this one, I screwed up turn 0 pretty badly. I was blue player, and instead of sticking with battle lines, I switched it to danger close, and I thought one piece of terrain was like taller and more closer to me. But it did not end up being that way. Danger close is a little tricky, so I just kind of flubbed that one. Also, the board, it was like the only line of sight blocker that I wanted to grab, and it was weirdly placed for battle lines, so I was like, well, that doesn't seem good. So basically, we ended up jousting, and that was not ideal for me against another Blizzard Force, especially with 2 bombards, so Vader went down pretty quick, and I just called it then. Yeah, I called it then. But awesome opponent, and like we were laughing and having a good time. I'll say this now, like all of my opponents were amazing, and like just fantastic overall. Game 2, I played a gentleman from Spain. So he was playing Double Bounty. He was playing Bosk IG-88, and then a bunch of shores with like a IRG to protect them.
Ooh, IRG, nice.
Yeah, and then we played Disarray, Hostage, and the last one didn't matter. I think it was clear. So turn 2, Vader gets into his lines, and then I do the standby, so I could just like kind of live in his lines. Meanwhile, the speeder bikes are zooming in to like blow up Bosk. I blow up Bosk in like one pass, and then it just kind of snowballs from there, right? Lovely gentleman, and we were chatting and having a good time as well.
Always great when that's the case.
Exactly. Totally forgot to prepare this. 1 second.
I mean, if anybody wants to see extra details about any of the games we played, they can just go to Game Uplink and see the lists and what the objectives were and all of that. So,
yeah, Game Uplink is very powerful. Go check out all of it. Right. So I found I found his podcast. So after the game, we got to chatting, and I was like, hey, I'm Corey from Inglourious Blasters, just doing a little plug. Obviously, I gave him a sticker. So he's got a podcast as well on YouTube. Ooh. It's Incremento-Critico. So I'll put it in the show notes. I'm probably mispronouncing it, but if you're in Spain or you understand some Spanish, go check it out.
I would if I knew Spanish.
Right, exactly. I think as a country we need to maybe learn one other language, because I fully appreciate everyone coming and just knowing English.
I tried learning languages in the past. My brain is not cut out for it.
Right.
I tried.
I know I took German in high school, but
me too.
Not enough to remember it. So,
no.
Anyways,
I took 3 different languages. I can't learn anything.
Oh, 3. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Speaking of German, I played a German player next. Dennis, otherwise known as Octobear on the Legion Discord.
Nice.
We played on, I think, the very tall building table, which is Theed, I think. It was a very urban environment. All the buildings on that were height 2.
Oh, I think you're thinking of the Jeddah table.
Jeddah table. Okay, my bad. Jeddah table.
I think it was the Jeddah table.
Yeah, it was the Jeddah table that Jay from 5th Trooper owns.
Yep.
My goodness. There were 4... Basically, I need to go over this really quick. There were 4 buildings in the center that were in a diamond shape. And my speed bikes... It's just produced a bunch of kill lanes, right? So I had nowhere to flank. And all that did was just buff like range 2 units, because range 2 units can hide behind these tall buildings like for days. So I didn't say it yet, but Octobear was playing double Dark Troopers with Boba Fett, and he had IRG with Protector, right? So it was very difficult to blow up Dark Troopers, and I'll get to that. So we landed on, for objectives, hostage battle lines. That's the one, and then the last condition I think was clear or supply. It didn't end up mattering. So I had Bandit from Breakthrough. I think I should have kept Breakthrough. I didn't really realize like I knew the table was good for him, but like I thought I could just hold on to the hostage and just like his hostage and just like squeeze it, right, and just try and win that way rather than try and do Breakthrough. But anyway, so what ended up happening was no real shots happened, except for like I inched 2 speeder bikes too quickly. I thought I was out of range, but he blew up one model in one squad, and then one model in another squad, with one with using Storms and then the other one using Boba Fett. And man, like, so I was already down there, and I was like, okay. And Boba Fett was positioned like on top of one of those height 2 buildings. So his hostage is like somewhere in the middle, right? Going back to his line. So I won the priority roll, so I'm going first. It's like 10x versus 10x against his list. So he has a Dark Trooper left to go over to have the last activation. So, and his Dark Trooper was already like pretty close to the middle. So I knew if I moved up with Vader, he would get blasted. So it was one of those, if I moved to go defeat Boba, that's less points than the 2 bikes, because the 2 bikes were already going to die. So I was like, okay, I need to play more aggressive. So Vader has to go in. And basically Vader goes through like the kill tunnel that's in the very center of the diamond. And he goes with his last activation, his Dark Troopers. And he gets it was very unavoidable. Like, we measured it out. He could get a range 2 shot. So he could use the frag launcher, right? He throws 10 dice. I think he had 1 to 2 aims. Doesn't matter. He gets all 10. He gets all 10. And Vader's got 2 surges. And I'm like, all right, here's 10 dice. I get 3 blocks. Oh. Yeah. Vader goes down, end of turn 1. And I was like, well,
in one
that's
shot?
not great. One-shotted. This was very unfortunate. And we played another round just because, but I told him straight up, I was like, hey, like, I think we could call it, but let me just confirm it. Let's just play another round. Man, we took a picture of the dice and everything. That was just bad luck. Had that not happened, I think I would have had a way better fighting chance. He agreed, like, if I had gone after Boba Fett instead of going after the hostage, it would have been way too passive. Anyways, we had a great time playing. Like, we were laughing and having a good time. And it was funny. We both walked up to the table and we're like, what is this table? This is ridiculous. So that was funny. We both lamented. Even him, like, the table's clearly better for him. But he was like, what is this? This is not great. Man. I'll stop rambling. But I had a great time. All my games, I had a great time. So at the end of the day, I went 1 and 2. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, I also had a great day in the LCQ, even though I didn't do quite enough to make it to join you in day 1. I mean, that's all you can ask for when playing Legion, and luckily, I mean, I haven't really had an unfun experience yet, win or lose. But while you were trying to make it to day 2, I decided to sit down all day rather than stand. So I was in the live stream booth on Yavin Base the entire day. Nice. So if you haven't checked out Yavin Base, check out Yavin Base on Twitch as well as on YouTube. He'll eventually be putting all the videos up on YouTube. So if they're not on Twitch anymore, which they might not be, sometimes they're gone in like a week. I'm not sure how Twitch works like that. But he'll eventually put the episodes on YouTube if you want to watch any of the 12 streamed games from Adepticon.
Shout out to David.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
He's amazing. He's currently planning to also come and stream ACO this year. So please do what you can to support him. If you have Amazon Prime, use your free Prime sub on his channel. Support him on Patreon to help cut the cost of him going to stream, because I mean he does so much to stream all these games. So please try and support him however you can. But
yeah, David's awesome lugging around all that streaming equipment.
Yeah. It was a blast in the booth. We had three fun games that day. My personal favorite was the first game of the day, which was a ATST Blizzard Force versus Rex 501st. And that was an absolute blast to watch, because the players were all mic'd up, and the banter between those two players was just so good. It was so entertaining. Didn't really have to do much in the booth. It was just laughs the whole game.
Nice, that's awesome. I need to check that one out.
Yeah, the rest of the day was basically mirror matches, because Game 2 was Blizzard versus Blizzard, and Game 3 was Anakin's facing off, but very different lists. One was Anakin Pikes, and the other one was Anakin Barks. But all the Barks had RPSs, which was fun to see.
Oh, you don't see that very often. Awesome.
No, they were all very fun matches. The last game between the Anakins was exceedingly entertaining for two reasons, even though it was a pretty slow game, because it was key positions and Anakins, so it was slow, with a lot of posturing. But I have never seen hotter dice on both sides of the table. They were using the same set of dice, so it was very entertaining. As well as the fact that all 6 turns, they played the exact same command cards.
Nice.
It was so funny. By turn 4, it was between Evan Paul from the 5th Trooper and Matten from Germany. And Matten said, as they're getting ready to pick their command cards for turn 4, he said, "All right, what card are we playing?"
Nice. I'll follow you. What are you playing?
They obviously didn't tell each other what they were playing, but they kept playing the same card at the same turn.
I guess those lists are on autopilot, I guess.
Well, it was so entertaining. I think Matten's Echo Strike Team double critted 4 times that game. It was amazing.
That's gross. Ugh. Love to see it.
Yeah, man, it was entertaining. But yeah, that was my day one was in the booth, and please go check it out where you can. If it's still on Twitch, great. If not, look forward to them dropping on Yavin Base's YouTube.
Awesome. So then I already said it earlier, but day 2, I played Dead Zone because I was out of the tournament. I won't talk about it, but it was a lot of fun.
Day 2, I was basically just lurking around the Legion tables. I eventually went and checked out some of the rest of the convention. Nothing amazing to report back there. But Sunday was where all the news happened.
Oh, yeah. Shall we get into the reveals then?
The reveals! I was in the room, so it was a lot of fun. The first reveal was Ahsoka Tano's card. And we don't have her command cards yet, but Ahsoka Tano Fulcrum is a rebel operative, trooper, 6 health, 3 courage, red defense dice, surges to crit, speed 2, has a double rainbow lightsaber that's impact 2 and pierce 2, 2 force upgrades, 2 training upgrades, and she's 165 points with the following keywords, all ones we've seen before: jump 2, charge, Defend 1, Deflect, Immune Pierce, and Jar Kai Mastery. Corey, you have thoughts?
It seems pretty good to me. Kind of mirroring a little bit of Asajj, right? It's kind of like the opposite, where you actually want an order with her because Defend 1 is pretty powerful. It's kind of like Anakin taught her or something.
Yeah.
And then it's like the standard like Force user layout: 2 Force powers, 2 trainings, and then her lightsabers, basically Obi-Wan's, but just has native
Slightly better
crit.
Obi-Wan. Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's pretty solid. Jump 2 is pretty powerful in my opinion. So
Yeah, and she does come with 4 command cards. One of them is a teamwork card. They did not officially state who the teamwork is with. But one thing I'm hoping is that she learned a little bit more from Anakin, and at least one of her cards has a permanent effect, because she does not have Master of the Force 1. So I would like to see that on her, and hopefully she's got some command card that gives it to her permanently. But otherwise, she looks like a great unit. She'll definitely be fun to put on the table and give a try, especially a Ahsoka and Luke list. That just seems fun.
yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yep.
Nice.
Next
We got
up,
Wicket coming up.
we got Murder Bears. So,
Oh yeah.
Ewoks. The first card we got to see was Wicket. Wicket is 70 points. He is a mercenary. Looks like he can go in the Rebellion, and also, I believe it's now officially called the Bright Tree Village Battle Force, which is the Ewok Battle Force. He is a commander unit, 5 health, 2 courage, white defense dice. He surges to crit, and he surges to defense. He's speed 2. He's got a spear, which is 2 red, a black, and pierce 1, and a sling, which is range 1 to 2, 1 black die, pierce 1, and primitive. So we don't know what primitive means yet. But my guess, and this is a complete guess, is it means that crits don't work on armor. Because otherwise, surging to crit and pierce 1 is really nice. But it's a sling. I don't think it should work on armor. So that's what I'm hoping primitive means.
That's probably a smart bet. Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Wicket also has 3 training upgrades. And he has Independent Dodge 1, Low Profile, Nimble, Relentless, Scout 1, Scouting Party 2, which can only be used on other Ewok mercenaries based on the symbol. I don't know what the actual symbol means. I guess Bright Tree mercenaries.
I think it's just Bright Tree. Yep.
Yeah. Sharpshooter 2 and Unhindered. So he's got all the keywords.
Yeah. I don't know how they could fit more.
No,
Maybe they'll start using the back of the
commas.
card as well.
They're using commas now. There's things on the same line.
Yeah. Like low profile, comma, nimble. Man. 3 trainings is like, what do you mean? You're telling me this like bear is like more trained than, I don't know, like a Imperial Royal Guard?
I don't know, man. He's got some... He's... For a 5 health, white defense, surging defense unit, he's pretty tanky with low profile, nimble, and independent dodge 1. Just give him situational awareness and make that dodge get rid of the crits coming at you.
Yeah, if you're sitting in heavy, you're basically going to remove 4 every time. That's kind of nuts, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
And he's
man.
got Sharpshooter 2, so that 1 die from his sling is getting through everything. Except
Right, and
hopefully
it's got
armor.
Pierce 1, so
Yeah,
whatever,
he's murdering things.
Yeah, just straight up murdering stuff. He's like...
He's speed 2, unhindered, relentless. He's gonna murder things.
Yeah, like the only thing he just doesn't want to see is get into melee with something. I think that's just going to be the issue, right? Like I want him... I don't know, Pierce... Oh, he's even got Pierce 1 on a spear.
Yep.
I think basically you just want to like get into melee with him as quick as possible. He's only chucking 3 dice, maybe 4 with tenacity, but
Right.
I don't think you want tenacity.
Probably not. I mean,
Who
he's
knows?
pretty great
Who knows?
at just situational awareness, but yeah.
Yep. So 70,
we also saw-
74 points with situational. Yep.
Yeah. We also saw the back of Logray's card. All we know currently is he has suppressive. So
Yep. That's
don't know what that is in regards to him. We got 4 command cards for the Bright Tree Village. A 1 pip, Arboreal Assault. It goes to 2 Bright Tree Trooper units. It's Bright Tree Village only. You must nominate a Bright Tree commander. The weapons of Bright Tree Trooper units that have a face-up order token gain suppressive and immobilize 1 this round. This round, after a friendly Special Forces unit performs an attack against a unit with a face-up order token, shuffle that token back into its order pool. So basically, pinned down plus.
Pin down plus. It's a 1 pip though, so like it's nice.
Not as nice as the next 1 pip, in my opinion. Log traps.
This is the spicy one.
It orders no units. It's Bright Tree Village only. And this round, at the start of the activation phase, 1 Bright Tree Trooper unit that contains an Ewok Trapper miniature, so must be an upgrade that goes into a squad, may make the attack listed below. And it's range 1 to 4, 2 red, 3 black, impact 4, pierce 1.
That's nuts. It's at the start of the activation phase, so if you think your officer is safe, guess again.
Or, hey, you want to get rid of a couple Dark Troopers right at the beginning?
Yeah. This is really awesome. I dig this.
Great card. 2 pip. Hiding in Plain Sight. 2 Bright Tree Trooper units. Bright Tree Village only. You must nominate a Bright Tree commander. Units issued an order by this card gain Inconspicuous this round. And before we talk about what that means, this card art gives me PTSD for Ewok Hunt.
Ewok Hunt from Battlefield 2.
Battlefront 2, yeah.
That was a fun game.
But, yeah, so Inconspicuous means if they have suppression, something else has to be targeted if able. It's what's on R2-D2. So if you don't want your Ewoks to be shot, great card, because then something else will have to get shot.
Something else will take the brunt. Nice.
Yep.
I like it.
And then the last card is a 3 pip for the tribe. 3 Bright Tree Trooper units, Bright Tree Village only. You must nominate a Bright Tree commander this round. At the beginning of the activation phase, units issued in order by this card may recover. This round, trooper units with the face-up order token gain Dauntless and Relentless. That's good.
I'm excited for these murder bears. I want to see more.
I'm looking forward to murdering the murder bears, but
you're on team murder them? I'm on team play the murder bears. Uh-oh.
Oh no,
They
look they're going to be so much fun to play, and they're going to murder because they're murder bears. But I mean, at heart, I'm an Imperial, and I have to hate them. So,
okay, that's fair. Yeah, I'm excited. They look pretty fun. I can't wait to see more.
And see more, we do, because we see the back of the Chewbacca ATST card. All we know is it's an ATST with fixed front and impact 3. So,
man, I was hoping to know more than that, but I'll be patient, I guess.
But what we do get is the true MVP of any Bright Tree list. C-3PO Golden God, who is a Bright Tree commander. He's not even a mercenary that can go in the Rebels. He's Bright Tree only. He's 40 points, droid trooper with only 3 health and 2 courage, white surging defense dice, speed 2, and no attack profile whatsoever.
I didn't clock that the first time. Oh, man, I love it.
The image
Just
they showed
support.
is him in his throne. and I'm really hoping they come out with him in a throne model.
I hope so too. I'm here for it.
He has the following keywords. He has no upgrades that can be taken. He is as vanilla as it gets. He has an action, Master Storyteller. Choose up to X friendly Bright Tree units at range 1, where X is the current round number. Each chosen unit gains 2 surge tokens. So that's great, because he just gets stronger as the game goes on. Giving out surge tokens.
Real quick to interrupt, that you could probably infer that the Ewoks won't surge, I think, to anything. I don't think they'll surge to hit or attack.
That's what I'm hoping is the case.
If this is how C-3PO works, yeah.
He has Compel, Bright Tree Trooper, and he has Infiltrate. And lastly, he has Divine Influence. I just love the fact that it's called Divine Influence. While they are within range 1 of C-3PO, Bright Tree Trooper units gain Guardian 2 C-3PO. While using Guardian, they may cancel crit results as if they were hit results. So it's giving all Bright Tree Troopers around him Guardian 2 with Protector natively to keep him alive.
Yeah, keep your 3 health commander alive.
Your 3 health
that's fun.
Surging defense dice commander alive.
This is cool.
He's a god. Obviously, they have to keep him alive.
He's a god. This is amazing and hilarious. I love all of this.
I'm such a fan. And that's
well
it
done,
for the
AMG.
cards
Well
we
done.
saw. But we did find out more. Geonosians are coming. As a CIS player, Corey, I know that's got to get you excited.
Oh, I'm already thinking about I was hoping to see some rules or whatever, or how they're going to work, because I'm already thinking about, wow, I kind of already want to repaint my droids to maybe put a Geonosian theme on the base, because right now I kind of have an Naboo theme. The models themselves look amazing.
Yes, they showed us
I can't
models.
wait.
They said that the Geonosians are coming to the CIS, and then in the future they will also be a battle force. So it sounds like first we will get them at CIS units, and then somewhere down the line there'll be a battle force also. The models do look great. Can't wait to learn more. Next up, I mean, to say I was a little excited would be an understatement for this next reveal. Inquisitors for the Empire. Specifically the 5th brother and the 7th sister. And it sounds like you'll be able to run them both together, and it possibly won't end up taking your 2 operative slots. So it sounds like with them, you might be able to run 3 operatives. That's at least what I inferred from it. But I could be wrong. But if that is true, I mean, Op Vader with 2 Inquisitors sounds fun. I don't know how good it would be, but it sounds fun.
I wonder how aggressively they're going to be costed.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm looking forward to these helicopter dudes.
Yeah. At this point, I mean, the models look great, so I'm very excited. Again, we know nothing about the actual unit, either of them, so I can't wait to find out more. But considering this has been the wave of Jump 2 Force users, I'm assuming these guys are also going to be Jump 2 because they have helicopter blades.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, yeah. Maybe they'll have Hover 1.
If they go that far, I would be so happy and upset at the same time. Because
I know, right?
Like, canonically, it makes sense, but I also
Gameplay
love making
wise,
fun
probably
of the
miserable.
helicopter blades, and I don't want it to be fully in the canon that there's helicopter blades. But it is.
If it's Hover 1, I'm going to model a flight stand for them.
The next image we saw was for store championship kits. Store championships are back. Sounds like the new season will begin on May 4th, and Worlds will be Adepticon next year. We touched on it a little bit earlier in the episode that Worlds invites are coming out again, but there's going to be store championships and regional championships. We don't know a lot of details, but they said more information is coming May 4th through 6th. I'm assuming that's because, I mean, obviously May 4th, but they might be having another mini extravaganza, but they didn't announce it as a mini extravaganza. So I'm hoping we find out more by then. So in just about a month.
This one's really exciting. I'm happy to see that they're doing more for OP structure and stuff like that. Super excited to try and get my hands on a bunch of these cards.
Yeah, looks like a lot of really cool cards in the set. Looks like we've got some alt art condition cards. I see some pikes, and there are 6 character cards confirmed. Looks like we've got an Op Vader, a Gar Saxon, a Boba Fett, a Yoda, a General Grievous, and a Chewbacca. And the art in them looks great.
Seconded. Looks amazing.
And then the last reveal for Legion is a unit that they said is coming to both the Republic and the Rebels. And that is Clone Force 99, the Bad Batch. And these models look really nice.
They do. I'm pretty excited for them. The only one that looks wonky to me and doesn't have like a super dynamic pose is like Crosshair. That's the only model that I'm like, why wouldn't they have him like kind of kneeling or like just holding his rifle up?
He's just
anyways
holding his rifle, kind of walking with it. I'm hoping he's got a better pose. I mean, they've even got Omega in this squad, and her bow looks pretty great. So
exactly. I'm pretty excited that Omega has her bow out, so that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm hoping that there's a couple different poses, but
I'm not even like a clone player. I'm going to buy this, and I'm going to use these models in Spec Ops, right? It would be sweet if they put this whole force in Spec Ops mode, right? Maybe like 5 models.
That would be great.
Like, I think it's a missed opportunity if they don't, because like it's just like ripe for it. Just put these models and they're like good to go. Like,
yeah, definitely.
Looking forward to it, man.
I have high hopes. They said that these were very new releases, very newly painted up models. So I'm wondering, based on that news, if they had other things prepared for the Republic that they didn't say, because they wanted to say something about the Bad Batch, especially while Season 2 was still on air, to get people's interest up. So I'm wondering if we'll see another Republic release even before we see the Bad Batch. Because they said that it was just getting ready. And it seems like they don't tend to tell us things unless they're, within the next 6 to 9 months, aside from Ewoks last year. And but that's just the feeling I got. Like they just wanted to hit it while Bad Batch is on people's minds.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Because another theory of mine is, because, I'm a conspiracy theorist at heart, is that I'm thinking some of the things we're seeing that are coming out for Shatterpoint in the first couple waves, we'll probably also see for Legion, because it shouldn't be that difficult to have an overlap of models there, just designing. They just have to be different scales, obviously. But that's one of my hopes, is maybe, like we're seeing Clone Commandos coming out. I think it'd be awesome if we're all, they're just keeping it secret because they know we all want it. Clone Commandos are coming for the Republic before the Bad Batch.
Maybe. I don't want to speculate, but it's very possible.
I'm speculating wildly.
Speculate wildly. The GIF.
Yep.
Nice.
But, yeah. Speaking of Shatterpoint, we both did do a demo separately, and we're not going to be a Shatterpoint podcast. We're going to keep it to Legion, but a lot of people probably want to know what our thoughts were. I thought seems like an interesting game. Definitely could be fun. Very different from Legion, so I don't think it's really going to overlap with the Legion player base, because they're vastly different games. In terms of taking Legion players away. Yeah.
Yep, I agree. It's very clearly a skirmish game. Which, like, there's nothing wrong about that, right? So if you want, like, more vehicles and, like, more grand, like, more grand feel on the table, like a bigger
want more
table size,
strategy,
and like pushing around a bunch more troops, more strategy. Legion's your jam.
Yeah. If you want to just play with characters, if you're just doing you want to play with characters, you're going to do Shatterpoint. If you want a grand army kind of a scale with just no-name people with a couple heroes here and there, Legion, because it's definitely going to be more tactical, more back and forth than Shatterpoint will be, because that seems like it's a max of 8 models on the table per player. So
yeah, I will say the miniatures, like up close, like look amazing.
Yes.
So that was nice to like just get my hands on it during the demo. They look gorgeous. The pictures just don't do them justice. And yeah, so playing the demo was pretty fun. We only ran through like one attack sequence, and like Kalani blew up a clone trooper in like one shot. So I was like, ooh, I don't know about this. But it looks
that was my
it looks fun.
also.
I'm going to get nice. I'm gonna get a starter box and then see how that goes. We'll see.
Yeah, I probably will as well. They did also confirm it's going to go to the Galactic Civil War era, and they showed models of Vader and Luke and Stormtroopers, Inquisitors, the Rebels crew, which I'm exceedingly excited about because that gives me hope.
Mace Windu,
Plo Koon.
The list goes on. Yeah,
they revealed so much. Padme and Handmaidens. I mean,
that one got me hype.
That one was very exciting. I mean, it all looks so cool, and it is a very different game from Legion, but still very fun. So I'm definitely gonna probably dip my toes into it and buy a little here and there, but I definitely won't go in as hard as I do with Legion.
Seems fun. Everyone else should check it out. Real quick before I forget, I think those are all the reveals that we wanted to talk about. So this happened on Sunday, the last day of Adepticon. So meanwhile, they were like revealing and spoiling stuff. The semifinals were being played, right? So the last 2 games of Adepticon. And then we do have a winner of Adepticon for Star Wars Legion, and that is Luke Cook, our forever champion. So congrats to him.
Forever.
Forever.
Forever. And I mean,
also
shout
congrats
out to I was going to say to our runner-up, Lila from the UK, bringing the Dark Horse list with all the Black Sun but painted pink and running the Pink Sun. She became the new People's Champion. Apparently, the only way to be the People's Champion is to be from the UK, based on the most recent tournaments. But I mean, kudos for going all the way to the final table.
Yeah, I heard she was just tabling people left and right, so that's awesome. Black Suns are
5 or 6
scary.
of her 9 games were tables.
That's insane. That's awesome though. Like I love to see a list like that just pushes forward with like range 2, like just get in your face and just like blow you up. I love it.
Yeah. And for anybody who wants to see her games, 2 of them were streamed. Obviously, the finals was streamed, as well as I believe it was the 4th game on day 2 was streamed with her, where she played against Blizzard, run by Kyle from the 5th Trooper. So both games were very good to watch. So
yep,
definitely check out Yavin Base for those also.
Also give a shout out to basically everyone on the Adepticon Star Wars Legion AMG crew. There's like too many people to name. I'll just say like everyone was fantastic. Everyone deserves a medal.
Everyone involved did a great job, and it was a lot of fun. And I'm very appreciative for all those who did not play so that others could, because I am about to embark on that same journey for a less large tournament, but a large tournament. So much appreciated. Thank you so much for making sure the ship runs very, very smoothly at Adepticon. So awesome job, everyone. Thank you so much. hopefully I will have an actual invite next year and not have to play in a last chance qualifier. I don't think there will be a last chance qualifier though next year. So
That's
get an invite when you
that's
can.
what I'm hearing too. But we'll see. We'll tune in for more info. Right, we'll hear more soon. Alrighty, so we very much appreciate everyone listening. Just want to give a quick plug to a few different things related to our podcast. We have a Discord. You want to chat with us, talk some Legion, show off some of your hobby work, maybe show off a couple of pictures of your pets. We would love to see you there. The link is in the show notes. You can find us on most popular podcasting apps now, including Spotify, Apple, Google, and YouTube. We would really appreciate it if you leave us a rating and a review. It would really help us out. Like our page on Facebook, search for The Inglorious Blasters, a Star Wars Legion podcast. And lastly, follow us on Instagram at SWL Inglorious Blasters.
Yeah, I did not do a good job and take pictures during Adepticon, so I don't really have pictures to show from my games. So I apologize to everyone in advance. But if people want, I can send a picture of the medal that we got for trivia. That's about it.
You know what? I got some pictures. I'll send it to you. So,
all right.
I've got some pictures of some cool stuff that I was able to take at Adepticon. So
awesome. We'll be uploading pictures of Corey's.
That's right. Alrighty. With that, I think we can land this ship. What do you think? Or maybe crash it. It's probably crash and burn.
It's more of a crash this time.
Yeah, more of a crash. Alrighty, everyone. I'm Corey.
I'm Brendan. I lack a witty comment because I'm tired. And I hope to see everyone at Atlantic City where I will be less tired.
Stay glorious, everyone.